Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yosha and I'm your go-to girl for all things real. So today's video is going to be a additional update on the whole Derrick Jaxn scandal, and this is because of Tasha K's podcast long streamed YouTube video where she interviewed his latest mistress that's come forward. You have 3 women that have come forward, all kinds of different receipts. You had a baby on the way with a woman that you were talking to in Atlanta, and you're still lying to your audience to tell us that you and your wife are okay, you're not cheating anymore, your wife knows everything. It's clear that you're just lying.
So, walk me from the beginning. What month did you guys meet?
We met October, 2 days before Halloween.
Okay, of 2020.
2020. Yes.
This recent. Okay. And so what happened? Like, how did he approach you? Because this wasn't no DM situation. So this is different.
Yeah.
He met you in person.
I was walking into Lenox Mall, I guess that's the name of it. I'm not from this area. Walking into Lenox Mall, and I was texting, and I heard him say, "Excuse me, ma'am." And when I turned around, he introduced himself as D. He didn't say, hey, it's me, Derrick, whatever. He just said, "Hey, this is D." And he was like, "I seen you walking in, and, I think you're gorgeous, and I wanted to know, could I get your number, and, we talk and kind of build a friendship." And he was so polite. He was a gentleman, and I was like, "Sure." I gave him my phone number, and we began to talk. I can say probably, I've never been to his house. I've never been to a penthouse or anything. He has always came to my home. If you look in all of his videos that he have uploaded, my front balcony is in the back of his video.
Does it have the white arches?
It's the white arches.
Those are recent.
That's my home. Yes, that's my home. Me and him dealt with each other it kind of moved fast. He would always come and visit me. He come to the hospital quite frequently to see me on my lunch breaks and whenever I'm between surgeries.
So you're a doctor.
Yes.
That's why you don't have social media. You got a bag.
That's correct. That's correct. So this kind of blew my mind. And when he spoke with me, the first thing he tried to say was that if a blogger contacts you, I want to protect, your medical license. So I don't want you in this frenzy with me. He told me that his wife and you knew each other. So this was a smear campaign towards him.
What?
So when I look online, you're sitting next to your wife on a video explaining that, you're not this person, and you're texting me an hour later after uploading this video saying, "I'm going to explain this to you." Okay, by the end of December, the end of November, early December, I found that I was pregnant. I told him, off top, I don't want any children right now. I'm 32 and I don't want kids right now.
Please feel free to drop your comments down below, as well as your opinion. If you would like more real talk from me, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. I come back with videos every week, and if you just like my personality, know that I don't just do this type of content. I also do a whole bunch of other stuff as well. Derrick Jaxn was trying to do damage control with this whole situation with his wife, bringing her out. He realized that didn't work. So then I think he tried to go the route of that reaction to his apology video. Y'all brought to my attention that hours after that video was put up, he removed it. So if you saw my video when I initially uploaded it, maybe within the first 8 hours, he still had that video up on his channel. The next morning, he went and put, "Please don't slander my wife, slander me," on his community tab. So by the evening of the same day, both the reaction video and the post that he had put in the morning were gone. I think he realized that people were not buying it. People are not here for it, and it just wasn't working. It seemed like Initially, he was letting people comment. When I was watching the video, it had like 1.5K dislikes and 1K likes. And the people were shredding him apart in those comments, okay? Then a couple hours later, people were commenting and saying, well, he turned his comments off and you can't see how many likes and dislikes there are. And so I think it was starting to kind of get to him that this approach was not the right approach. And then the video just disappeared. So I think he may be taking some advice from his followers and or PR professional to take a break from the internet. It sounds like Derrick was trying to sweep this under the rug, sell us that they're okay, they're working through it, and there's nothing to worry about, so that he could sell his book, keep his followers, and not lose the support that is sustaining him and his family. He's lost about 20,000 subscribers this week due to all of this. And once he removed all that stuff, I think it was because he realized that it was not making the situation any better for him. Also, Tasha K had already spoken to this woman, and she explained that Derrick was trying to get her to meet with him face to face. He had her sign a gag order, but she had already talked to Tasha K. So at that point, after he thought that he had that under control, Tasha K drops her live session with all this tea and receipts that same day in the evening. And so here he is taking down the video of him reacting to himself. The "please don't slander my wife" post is gone. And now there's silence on Derrick's end because he just had come out with his wife like 2 days before saying, my wife knows everything. I haven't cheated on her. We've been working on this for months. You know, everything happened back in 2020. And then here is a new receipt from Tasha K that reveals otherwise. This woman from Atlanta is saying that he's still been contacting her. She saw the video with his wife, and the same day he's contacting her saying, I need to meet up with you. Don't talk to any bloggers. I only did this video with my wife because, you know, I'm trying to save face. We're not together. So he's still lying. He's still involved. And the woman says that she's been intimate with him this month. I think she gave the date of like March 18th or something. So literally days ago. And so it further proves that all of this is to save his brand. All of this is to save his image and keep us buying what he's selling. When he was plugging the book in the description of that video with his wife, it was apparent that it was just about saving face and selling the book. Please trust me, you guys, we're fine. We're very much okay. Buy this book. This is how we got through this. Now, his wife, on the other hand, a lot of people ask me, Yosha, are you going to talk about Danae at all? And some people are like, well, she knew her man was cheating this whole time. And I'm like, she probably did. But if you're in an emotionally abusive relationship, even physically abusive relationship, it's hard to speak out. And they've been together on and off for 12 years. The manipulation that he has on her has to be very strong at this point. She probably is fearing to speak out against her husband. He's probably kept her away from the internet, kept her away from her family, her friends. I said this on my live session. I went live talking about this Wednesday. It could very much be that she's been dealing with him doing stuff like this to her since they were in college. And basically, people in her life that know them for real are probably at the point where they don't care anymore and they're not invested in trying to save her because they realize she's not going anywhere. And when you look at her Instagram page, she's been talking a lot this week. For somebody who hasn't had an opportunity to talk, she's been speaking out, and She looks religiously brainwashed, but emotionally abused as well. I don't care what she says. She can talk about healing and that her bonnet is her satin of armor, and her army sweater is her strength. It all sounds and looks foolish, and it looks like a mental health concern. And her appearance, there's a shift. Everybody is bringing up her pictures, talking about her and everything like that. And we're not going to sit here and talk about her appearance causing the cheating. No, appearance of a woman does not cause cheating. The character of a man causes cheating. And it's not to say that women don't cheat, but we're not talking about that right now. So the point is, she could have been the baddest model out there, and he could have still been cheating on her. And when you look at how she carried herself before 2020 and 2021, when it wasn't just a bunch of scriptures on her page, and it wasn't just a bunch of like depressing posts on her page, you see that she used to keep her hair done. She used to wear very nice dresses. She was beautiful. This is what a natural body looks like after kids. She's had 2 of his kids. Of course, she's not going to look like a vixen, but that is the look of somebody that's been broken down. And she is fighting to believe that she is okay in Christ, because Christ heals, Christ saves, Christ resurrects, as she's saying, which he does. You know, God does deliver us from anything that we've ever been through to break us down. But there's a point where you have to have that faith in him to do the right thing. And that would include leaving your husband. But I don't see it, especially because it's apparent that this has been ongoing. So Danae knows that her husband's been doing this stuff, but I don't think she's ready to leave him. I think that she was trying to believe that he was going to change. And with everything that's coming out in the recent days, he's not changing. And I wouldn't be surprised if there are more women to come out, because it's clear that he was extremely sloppy with this. Don't feel like every man isn't a good man because of Derrick Jaxn coming out. That is not true. You know, every person has a flaw, including ourselves. So there is no such thing as a perfect man or a perfect woman, but there are faithful men out there. There are black men out there that will not cheat on their wives. There are black men out there that are good partners. You know, don't let this situation like kill all hope for you. If you're thinking like, dang, like I really looked up to him or whatever. Like, because I've seen a few people say that, like, oh my gosh, I used to love his content, and I'm just so like baffled. And it's like, that's just a reflection of him. That's not a reflection of all men or you know, all black men. Like, don't take it that far. He's just one person. There's so many great men out there, you know, and like, don't let people tell you the rules. You know, you can take advice from people, but take it with a grain of salt, because everybody is different. So it's like, when we're listening to the Steve Harveys and the Derrick Jaxns that are not living in what they're selling to us, you have to remember that they're still a business person trying to make money. So you have to take that advice with a grain of salt. Now, if you was giving it up real fast to these men and you find out that, you know, that's not working for me, that doesn't mean you can't make the next man wait a little longer. But there's not a method to every man that's going to capture him. You have to actually get to know each man that you're trying to, you know, pursue, or they trying to pursue you rather, for himself, and go off of his character and how he treats you and how he follows up with his actions. Learn from experience. You know, if you gave it up too easy and that made them stop calling you back, you stop doing that. Not because somebody told you that, but because you tried doing it the other way and that wasn't working. You can't put every man in the same box. You give people the same cards, they handle it differently, but you can learn from your own experiences. You can learn from people that you trust and that are real. And that's how you apply for your life. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate your support of my channel. Be sure to subscribe, share this video, and drop your comments down below. Run it up. I'm on the road to 10K, so thank you so much for your support thus far. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.